All right, today we are diving into something pretty revolutionary. It's an idea that could completely change how we work. I'm talking about DAOs, or Decentralized Autonomous Organizations. On one hand, they're painted as this perfect, utopian future of work, but on the other, well, they've slammed right into a massive real-world problem. So let's get into it. This is the story of that incredible promise versus the very real peril. I want you to really picture this for a second. A world where your boss isn't a person. It's just code. A world where your vote on a huge company decision, it carries the exact same weight as every single other person's vote. And all the rules, everything, is completely out in the open, totally transparent. Look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy. This is the core, the absolute heart of the DAO revolution. So, what is a DAO, really? Let's break it down. At its core, it's an organization that literally lives on a blockchain. Its entire rulebook is written into code, into what we call smart contracts. You can almost think of it like a company that runs itself, automatically. There's no CEO in a corner office making all the calls. Nope. Instead, the members, the people involved, make all the decisions together by voting. And here's the kicker, the really crucial part. You don't have to trust a single person. Your trust is in the code itself, and that code is wide open for anyone and everyone to inspect.
All right, Section 1, the DAO advantage. And believe me, this new kind of structure, it has some absolutely incredible advantages over the old, traditional way of doing things. Let's really dig into the promise here, the utopian side of this new model.
Okay, so how does one of these things actually operate? Well, the mechanics are actually pretty straightforward when you get down to it. Step 1, the rules of the whole organization are baked right into those smart contracts on the blockchain. Step 2, the members use special tokens, you can think of them like voting shares, to vote on proposals. And these proposals can be anything, right? From funding a new project all the way to changing the fundamental rules of the DAO itself. And then step 3, if a proposal gets enough votes, boom, the action is just executed automatically by the smart contract. No middleman, no paperwork, no bureaucracy. It just happens.
And when you put a DAO side by side with a traditional corporation, the difference is just night and day. Think about it. A typical company is a pyramid. It's hierarchical, and so much of the decision-making happens behind closed doors, right? It's opaque. DAOs are the exact opposite. They're designed to be flat, networked, and radically transparent. Every big decision is recorded right there on the blockchain for the world to see, and because they are born on the internet, they are totally borderless. This means talent from literally anywhere on the planet can jump in and collaborate.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. This new structure is giving rise to a whole new economic model. People are calling it X to earn. The idea is you move beyond just a simple salary. Instead, members get rewarded with tokens for all kinds of contributions. We're talking work to earn, contribute to earn, heck, even play to earn or learn to earn. If you add value to the network, you get rewarded. It's the foundation for a true ownership economy, where the people who are actually creating the value get to share in the upside directly. It's a game changer.
So, part 2, code is not law. Because for all of this revolutionary promise, for all this excitement, the DAO world ran headfirst into a massive brick wall. And that wall was the existing legal system. It turns out that the beautiful, simple mantra of code is law, well, it doesn't really hold up when you're standing in an actual court of law.
You know, for a while there, a lot of people in this space really believed these decentralized organizations were untouchable, that they existed in this sort of digital ether, beyond the reach of any single government or legal system. So the big question hanging in the air was, are these things truly invincible? Well, recent history has given us a very, very clear answer. And for a lot of people, that answer was painful.
The warning signs were there pretty early on, to be fair. Way back in 2016, the very first major DAO, and it was literally just called the DAO, got hacked because of a bug in its code. It was a huge deal. It shook the entire Ethereum ecosystem. But that was a technical risk. The real game changers, the things that shifted everything, have been a couple of recent US court rulings. In 2022 and 2023, 2 landmark cases came down that completely changed the risk calculation for anyone and everyone involved in a DAO.
Okay, let's look at these. The first big blow was the case of CFTC versus Uki DAO. The court basically said, hey, this DAO, we can treat it as an unincorporated association, which in plain English means it can be sued as a single entity, as a group. That was big. But then, the Sarkioni versus BZX DAO case took it a terrifying step further.
That ruling suggested that the token holders, the members, could be seen as members of a general partnership. And the implication of that is absolutely sobering. It means that individual members, you, could be held personally responsible for all of the DAO's debts and actions. Suddenly, the risk wasn't just organizational, it was personal.
So here's the bottom line, the crucial point in all of this. Being decentralized does not make you legally immune. It's not a magic shield. Without some kind of formal legal structure, like an LLC or some other recognized entity, DAOs and, more importantly, their individual members are exposed to massive financial and legal risks. And for the entire space, this was a truly brutal wake-up call. Section 3, the future is hybrid. Because, look, this story doesn't just end with a legal smackdown. The DAO community is nothing if not innovative. They're already adapting, evolving, and figuring out how to deal with these new challenges. And the future that's emerging? It looks like it's going to be a hybrid one.
Now, some futurists are looking at DAOs and seeing them as a key ingredient in what they're calling the superfluid enterprise. Just think about that for a second. An organization where AI agents and smart contracts take care of all the boring, tedious operational stuff, freeing up the human members to focus entirely on high-level strategy and pure creativity. In a system like this, data, talent, and value could all flow seamlessly and instantly to wherever they're needed most. No friction, no barriers.
And this isn't just theory. Back in the real world, DAOs are adapting right now. They're experimenting with AI to help streamline their decision-making. They're creating legal wrappers, forming actual LLCs in places with friendly laws to give their members that limited liability protection. They are constantly tweaking their models to fight voter apathy and make participation easier and more worthwhile. And they're even learning to operate across multiple blockchains, expanding their reach.
And this is a really key point to understand. This future isn't about AI replacing humans. Not at all. In fact, research shows that while, an AI can outperform a person on some specific tasks, the real magic, the big breakthrough, happens when you combine them. When you have a human working with an AI, providing the narrative and the context, the creative output can be more than 265% better than what a human could do alone. So think about it like this. It's all about amplification, not just automation. So there you have it. DAOs are evolving fast. They're blending that cutting-edge decentralized tech with the practical realities of real-world legal protections. They're combining the raw efficiency of AI with uniquely human creativity. This revolution, it's not some what-if scenario. It's already happening. It's underway right now. Which really just leaves one last fascinating question for you to think about. Will your next career be with a DAO?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next video.